Erik Laubscher is best known for his landscapes of the west coast of South Africa, those wonderfully green, expansive landscapes, but his still lifes of the early 1950s form an integral part of his work and are highly sought after by collectors. They are part of what is known as the School of Paris period of his life. Before he got to Paris, Erik studied under Maurice van Esch in Cape Town. He then made his way to London in 1949, but quickly crossed the channel to study in Paris. In Paris, he enrolled at the Académie Montmartre, and Fernand Léger was his main instructor. I think Laubscher was imbued with the aesthetic culture of the time, especially by such artists as Picasso and his Cubist inventions, by Matisse and his phenomenal use of color, and he used all of these in his still lifes. He was particularly struck by another French artist called Bernard Buffet, who influenced him in a profound way, and we can see evidence of that in this particular still life, especially, you know, the choice of subject matter and the use of color. Buffet's work, I think, has sort of is essentially quite barren, whereas Laubscher, for instance, I think you get a sense of internal optimism, especially by the bright yellow and orange that you see in the jug and in the sliced pawpaw. I think you also see that optimism in the very integral structure that underlies this particular composition, all trained on the square. You have the square in the form of the window in the background, in the checks of the tablecloth, and even in the table. And all of that makes for a very tight composition. It was Miller-Barlotte who said at the retrospective exhibition of Laubscher's work in Stellenbosch in 1994 that Laubscher's work are characterized by that very responsible simplification, that very expressive use of color, and that very imaginative integration of everything that Laubscher looked at in his life.